Hey, good morning, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Concrete with the Hosses. That is how we like to start our day. Lots of concrete. That was 16 yards. We poured that in the front porch, and we are underway. We just finished up the driveway. Now we only have the front sidewalk to do, as well as these steps over here. So we have to put these steps in going down this hillside. It's still a little muddy, but it's way better than it was 2 days ago. That patio we did yesterday, nice and hard. We can walk on it. I came out last night and sealed it. This one we sealed late yesterday afternoon. So we're going to get some saw cuts in here now. It's just dripping off the roof a little bit. I wanted to let that drip off and dry up so we can saw cut it and just leaf blow the sawdust off since we're on top of the sealer. So we're going to put a curve winding set of steps in here. We're tied in at the top with rebar that come about 6 foot into this patio, and we'll be butting against that patio. So that should hold that in place, and good sized patio. Lots of seating area. So we'll get this driveway done and keep pushing forward. Rain is due at 4 o'clock, so hopefully we make it. Okay, concrete's still kind of soft. All of our cuts are in. Our Y's for our control cut going up the middle. Our corner cuts, as well as up there. That apron got really big. I would have liked to have seen that apron cut and this cut line up, but it just didn't look good from up top. I'll head up there and show you what I'm talking about. I just wanted to pull this up the hill a little bit to make it a little bit more square with the road rather than that huge angle. But the driveway's really turning coming in here, so I could have gone either way. That's what I chose to do. Nice corner cuts here and here. They are a must. I think I say that in every video. All right, we'll give it about 15 minutes or so and start brooming. The guys are working on the porch. Okay, got the sill board off. Jim's gonna cut those wires. I hate those tin snips like that. I like the red ones better, but whatever we can find that morning. Okay, looking good. So that's a 5.5 inch sill, 5.5 inch step down onto our walk. And that's just gonna come right out and curve right to the driveway. So we'll get that underway.
Alright everybody, here's the finished driveway. We got our cuts in, everything's broomed, all the edges are finished, joints are finished. Stan's over there pulling pins now. We're going to get a coat of sealer on it and then finish up forming the sidewalk while the other guys are around back forming the steps up. Get some concrete coming. Okay, so our sill coming out of the door here is 5.5 inches. So I set my framing square on top of here so it follows that plane out. Measure down and get my starting point, 5.5 inches, so it matches that sill. And then from there we want our form to fall out this way so that all the water goes away from the house. So we usually go about 2%, which if you're looking on the level is about a quarter bubble fall, which this is a little bit on the heavier side. So we'll pick that up. Not much. Right there's where we want to be. Now, with the way this is set up, going from 5.5 inches down to the driveway is going to be a little bit higher. So, get fall coming out. You want to set your inside form first. Get your fall coming out. Set your end point up there, and then just work it this way. You want to keep the water coming this way, but also away from the house. Alright, so what we did here is gave it just under 2% fall coming away from the house. At this pin right here, it's level going across at the house. At this pin here, it starts to fall this way, ever so slightly. By the time it gets to where stands at, we're at about 2% coming out this way. Now, we do have a little bit of a height difference from the driveway to the porch. So as it stands, the forms are falling this way. So what we did was, since the driveway is going uphill a little bit, right around, I believe, this pin here, we made our transition to level. Because as it climbs, the sidewalk kind of tilts going up. So right here, we're at about level. After that, it starts to slowly taper out away from the house. So any water coming down the sidewalk is going to go away from the house. So we're going to get this pinned out and get our camera set up around back.
Okay, we are just about ready for concrete. All of our step liners are in place. We just used 3 squeeze clamps to hold them. Concrete hits them, and then we can pull these right out. No screws, no clamps other than that. Rebar are in, gravel's in. Kind of a neat winding set of steps coming off of our patio here. So, thought that was our mixer pulling in. It's going to be a neat set of steps. Hopefully they don't wind up down in the yard. Okay, here we go. Tom just sprayed the step liners with our liquid release. It just got a whole lot easier. It's nice when you can just shoot them right into each step. We just powered up. You always want to have plenty. It's easier to push it down the hill than have to fight getting it back up top. Just about halfway done pouring. Just the bottom half to do. It's a little on the tight side, but for these steps, that is perfect.
You're good there, George.
This inside stringer came down pushing against our concrete from yesterday, so that's not moving. So Matt went ahead and put a kicker from a pin 2x to the end of this so that this stringer couldn't push, so our steps stay nice and square. Okay, the steps have been here about 15-20 minutes. They're starting to set up. So we got a team at the top of the hill and a team at the bottom of the hill. Me at the bottom of the hill. Just floating, troweling. We're going to try and pull these as we finish them. It's going to work great. So the guys are coming down it. Yep, there we go. I'm gonna head out front and pour the house walk. It's just plain concrete. But I just sprayed these with our liquid release. And they're putting the texture on it right now. Everything's still real nice and soft. Exactly how we want it. Okay, well Tommy was finishing the steps around back. We went ahead and poured the front sidewalk. He's cleaning up now. He'll be out of here shortly. This is just plain concrete, so it should go really fast. The driveway's really hard now, so we can lean on that. Same way with the front porch. We can put a hand on there to get our edging in and tool cutting. So it really makes it nice when you have both ends of it completed and you can work off of. So we'll get this on footage for you, and this will wrap up this project. Pretty nice house. I like that corner up there. So we just finished up our saw cutting up top. These are 5x5 pads. Cut it kind of small just because I thought it looked good. It worked everything. We're center of the door. We missed our step connection here. I like 5 feet off of the house. They always want a hairline crack right through here. So I like that cut. And then just 5 foot increments over. Took us, pretty even all the way off to that bump out. That's 5 foot there. So we went with it. Everything worked. I put this cut in last night. I was worried about this skinny part right in through here cracking, and I was looking real close. I don't see any hairline crack there. I thought for sure I would. Might be something right there. I don't know. It looks pretty good. So this just needs a little bit of cleaned up. We sealed it yesterday when we were done pouring, and then we chalked our lines, saw cut it, leaf blew it. Now I just have to sweep it real good, and this will be all taken care of. Tommy just put the storm gray on the steps. How about that for a nice look? Now I have to jump down below and saw cut that lower pad. And a little bit of cleaning. There's no water on at this house yet, so that's why we chose to do it this way. Okay, we have all the cuts in about every 5 feet. Up to the driveway. It's a little bit soft to broom yet. Just cleaning it all up, getting it ready. These corner cuts, that way if a car drives over those, we're covered. Okay. Just a nice soft broom. Slow and flat. Till you hit a pin. Okay, home stretch. Edging's almost done. Looking good, guys. A little more right on that edge. I like to blend these corners without leaving a line, you know, this way or this way. Try and make them match real nice. Looks a little bit better. We just finished sealing the driveway. I'm going to hold off on sealing the walk. We just finished it. They're taking forms off. We'll get the forms off, then I can seal it. I like to seal right down that edge of the sidewalk a little bit too. That's why I'm kind of holding off on that. Okay, steps are all dry and ready for sealer. I'll go ahead and get a coat on. And these will be done. So I just like a nice light coat. So you can see how it's real light. But we're just letting that sealer, you know, soak in a little bit. You don't want to cake it on and have it running down the face. So, lots of pressure in the sprayer. Just a light, nice light mist. See how that color just pops right out of there. So I'll let this set a minute and I'll do a second coat, and the same way, just nice and light. And that is all there is to it. 2 light coats. It didn't take long just to soak in. These wind up there real nice. They were really tricky forming. You lay out your inside radius halfway down, and then you have to switch sides and jump to the inside over here. So that's all that. Big patio we poured yesterday. Cleaned it the best we could. But it's all sealed. Nice big sill there. Project came together real good. Get a final on the driveway for you. It's 12 foot wide at the narrowest. And a flare and a flare. Then out at the street we're about 20 foot wide for the approach. And here's the front entranceway. Nice and big, nice and inviting. So they can do so many different things with their landscaping in there, different layers of landscaping. Hope they enjoy it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for tuning in to Concrete with the Hosses. Sorry if I'm filthy dirty, but it's been a busy day. Thanks for tuning in, and if you like what you saw, tell all your friends. Let's keep this channel growing. See you soon.